Escapers. I'm Caroline Allison with Escape, and I'm here with Mike O'Neill. Mike, say hi.
Hi, how are you doing? I'm Mike O'Neill.
And Mike is with Integrated Alliances. This is actually part 2 of a prior blog post that we did focusing on LinkedIn. This time Mike and I are going to talk a little bit about Twitter. So Mike, could you tell me a little bit about what you do or what you train people with on Twitter to help them reach out to their network and promote themselves?
Well, we cut our teeth on LinkedIn training, doing LinkedIn collaboration training, and our next product coming out is a Twitter class that's been optimized by users of LinkedIn to be Twitter from a LinkedIn point of view. So it's easy for people who are on LinkedIn to understand Twitter as opposed to teaching Twitter maybe just from scratch.
So that's very interesting, because I guess the question that is in the back of my mind is, well, you think of Twitter passing notes live, and it sounds kind of like a classroom kind of thing. So how does it have application to the business world is my question.
Well, one of the best things about Twitter is there's a lot of third-party applications that plug in with it and that feed off of it, and it feeds into it. So there's other applications that are actually in some cases better than Twitter itself, in terms of they can find keywords that are floating around in the Twitter world out there and bring to my attention anyone who's talking about LinkedIn or the Angel Capital Summit. So I'll see when people are twittering about that, and those folks come into my field of vision, and I can communicate with them. How's that for feeding business? Huh?
Sure. So my next question, of course, is how do you use Twitter to make money?
Well, the first part about making money is finding customers, finding people who might need my product or service. The second part after that is creating some form of a relationship with those people. This does both. It does both. All in one little fell swoop, and it's for people who have short attention spans. Little 140 character attention spans. So it works very well for me.
That's great. So what's your favorite thing about Twitter, Mike?
My favorite thing about Twitter is you can build your network out there on Twitter, and it can coincide very well with your LinkedIn network. So you can use your network out of one area and build it up in another area pretty simply here, because these people already have a relationship with you. We're connected on LinkedIn. Why don't you follow me on Twitter? I think it's a pretty good idea.
Cool. So do you think Twitter is worth your time, or what do you think compared to other social networking tools?
I would say LinkedIn first, Twitter second, Facebook third, and then you get into the other applications like eAcademy and FastPitch. But Twitter's number 2 in my mind. Is LinkedIn first, Twitter, then Facebook. But all three are important. They should be on your list.
Interesting. So I would have thought Facebook might have been number 2. And you really think Twitter is?
I think it's changed. I think 6 months ago I would have said Facebook number 2, but I think Twitter has moved into that slot. It has for me.
But because what's the big deal about Twitter?
The third-party applications in a lot of cases. There are 10,000 Facebook applications. How am I going to find which one works? Which one's for me? And of all the people on Facebook, how are they all going to be on that one with so many options out there? So the options in the Twitter world are much less defined. There's only a few really good, maybe even 10 or 20, but there aren't 10,000 applications for me to try to find the one that works.
What's your favorite application on Twitter?
TweetDeck is my favorite application. Yeah, I find business off of TweetDeck. TweetDeck, T-W-E-E-T-D-E-C-K. And that's the one where I can filter the Twitter world for leads, for specific words. And I can see who's talking about what, and I see their pictures all in front of me, because they all have their photos shared. It's great.
Very interesting, Mike. So I think that's a wrap for now, and thank you so much for listening to our short little video clip.
Thanks a lot.
I'm sorry I didn't notice this was over.